Hello and welcome back to this space. My name is Elina and today we're going to be talking about the 5 elements of Feng Shui. But before we get into the elements, I'm just going to invite you to just briefly close your eyes and take a couple of breaths here and tune into your body, your emotions, your sensations, your thoughts, your feelings, and try and see if you can discern that which is yours and that which is an external incoming energy or input. To bring our own energy back within ourselves. We want to be a clear vessel when we receive information or we watch any information. We want to use our discernment and only take in what resonates with your innate wisdom, with your earthly, intuitive wisdom. And we also want to discard anything that's not in resonance with you. And you can only do that by bringing in your energy and being in the center, and from there acknowledging what's going on outside yourself. So please take a few moments here as you bring back your energy. So take a couple of more breaths. This is my cue to ask you to use your inner knowing and only take in what resonates with you, and please discard anything that doesn't. Allow your own inner knowing to guide you here today. And this is for this video, but in any other video that I might post, please use your own discernment. And when you're ready, you can start blinking, open your eyes. And tuning into your environment, your space. And when we're ready, we're just gonna start by talking about the elements. So in Feng Shui we have 5 elements. We have water, and we have wood, we have fire, we have earth, and then we have metal. And these 5 elements, they are like a representation of different universal systems that are in place in the universe. Like we have 5 natural directions, which are the east, the south, the west, and the north. And then we have the center, which is very important in Feng Shui. Then we have 5 core emotions like bliss and anger and joy and fear, and also sorrow. And we have the 5 senses, like the seeing, the hearing, the touching, the tasting, and then the smelling. So all these systems, they are correlated with the 5 elements. Every element have a message associated with it. It has some properties, and it's also represented in a color shapes and materials, and also any smell or tastes. It's also correlated to a direction, but also any human body parts as well. And what we use the elements is to work with the energy of your home, so that we can make sure that the energy is balanced, auspicious, and supportive towards your dreams and aspirations. And in case that if that's not the case, then we can work with the elements to make that energy balanced and auspicious for you. So that's how we work with the elements. So let me go through the 5 elements and the different properties they have, so that you can get an idea of what they represent, each one of them. Okay?
Okay, first up is the water element. Its properties and attributes are the prosperity and abundance, and not only the prosperity and abundance of in a material and monetary way, but also in a finding the abundance and prosperity within, tuning into your own worth, and knowing that you are enough, that you will always have enough, and that and you tap into that inner trust in life and the world around you. The direction of the water element is the north. The forms and shapes that represent the water element are wavy and undulating patterns. The colors are black and blue. The energetic direction of the element, the water element, is downward, and how that may show up in your home is that, let's say you have a space in your house or a room that is has very high energy. You use water to bring the energy down. Next up is the wood element, and the properties and attributes to the wood element are growth, expansion, new life, and creativity. It is also important to note that when we talk about the wood element, we're not talking about like wooden floors or wooden furniture. We are actually talking about living plants, like either a tree or a plant or a flower in a pot that you have in your home. The direction of the wood element is the east and the southeast. The form and shapes of the wood element are rectangular shapes and vertical, long, striped forms. The colors of the wood element are all sorts of greens, but also if you look at a tree, they have like the trunk has like a gray brownish kind of color. That will also be a part of the wood element. The energetic direction of the wood element is upward and ascending, and how that may show up in your home will be like, let's say you have a place with a very low energy. You actually will bring wood in to liven that energy up and bring it up and raise the frequency. The fire element, the properties and attributes are action, passion, and the fire element is an activator. The direction of the fire element is the south, and the forms of the fire are triangular shapes with very sharp points. The colors are red, pink, purple, magentas. Those colors that are very bright are all fire colors. And the energetic direction of the element is outwards. So it moves in all directions, and how that it might help. As I said before, the fire element is an activator. So the directions help to activate any energy that is around the fire element. Next up is the earth element. The attributes and the properties of the earth element are stability, security, groundedness, and concentration. The earth element, as you can see in the picture, it's just happy to just be. Doesn't need to do or anything else. It's just good where it is. The direction of the earth element is the southwest, the northeast, but also the center. The shape and forms of the earth element are squares and cubic forms. The colors are brown, beige, some yellows as well, terracotta, burnt orange. If you think all about earth, then the colors are the same as that element. The energetic direction of the element is actually the center, so there's no movement. And what that does to the energy is that it grounds it and brings it into your space. And then we have the metal element. Their attributes and properties are focus, clarity, and stillness. The direction is the west and also the northwest. The form and shapes of the metal element are round and spherical. The colors are white, gold, silver, coppers, any metallic, and also any pastels that you might find. If you think of any color, if you put white in there, then that's your pastels and that's your metal element colors. The energetic direction of the element is piercing inwards, so the direction is going within. And how that may show up in your space is that it creates a great amount of focus of the energy. So it's like a vortex of the metal energy whenever there's metal energy in there, and it's very intense. The elements, they refer to one another in different ways. We call them cycles in Feng Shui. There are 3 different cycles. We have the productive cycle, also called the creative cycle. Then we have the weakening or reducing cycle. And then we have the destructive or controlling cycle. Now, the first cycle we're going to talk about is the productive or creative cycle. It is shown in a circular shape here on the screen. And if we start with the water, we have the water helps the wood to thrive, so it kind of feeds the wood. And then burning wood produces fire. The fire nourishes and oxygenates the earth. The earth is also the source of metal. Metal creates water with the condensation. And then again, we are back to the water. Now, if we look at the weakening and reducing cycle, which is shown in a pentagon shape here on the screen, the water wears down the metal. The metal is cold from the earth. The earth weakens the fire. The fire burns wood, and wood pulls from the water. Now, if we look at the final cycle, which is the destructive or controlling cycle that is formed as a 5-pointed star here on the screen, you will look at the water goes towards the fire, and the water extinguishes fire, and then the fire moves towards the metal, and the fire actually melts the metal. The metal points towards the wood, and the metal chops the wood. Then the wood points towards the earth, and that's because the wood drains the earth. And then the earth points towards the water, and the water, what it does is either absorbs or you can say it makes the water murky and blocks it from its movement.
So what we want to do with the elements, I don't want to bring anything of it into your house just yet. Also, I won't recommend it unless you have a Feng Shui consultant to help you out with that. But I'm hoping that this video will give you an insight on how we work with the energies of your home that are represented in the 5 elements, but also how we can work with the energies by either grounding it and make it more balanced, and also help you create the life that you are dreaming of living. Okay, so this was it for today. This is my take on the elements of Feng Shui. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be back soon with another video. Bye bye.